How y'all doing today? My name is Carlos D. Smith. They call me the Credit God. Today I'm going to show you a framework, a proven framework that can help you scale your credit repair business to 6 or 7 figures in a few short months. All right? I want to be honest with you. The lead and sales framework I'm about to give you today could most definitely work for any industry. But I'm tailoring the system directly for you. And before we go any further, I'm going to show you a little bit about it, okay? So this right here where you run your Facebook ads, this is an ad video. I'm going to show you how to create great ad videos to be able to attract the type of clients that you want. Also, I'm going to show you this new tool. They got the Facebook lead form so you can capture leads. The more leads you get, the more people see your business, the more sales you get, the more income you make, okay? Then I'm going to show you how to craft a funnel landing page. And the components that you need in that landing page to make people stay and go ahead and go to the next level, which is to book a consultation. And in that consultation page, I'm going to show you the intricate pieces that you need in there, which is the qualifying questions to be able to ask the right questions to be able to help you know more about the client and close. And then after they finish the qualifying questions, you got to tell them thank you with a thank you page. And that thank you page is really an instructional page, because you don't want to get to the appointment call without giving them the proper instructions, especially if you're doing like a free consultation and you got a credit monitoring they need to pull. And on their credit monitoring they need to pull, it costs maybe $1, maybe $7, however much it may be. This is where you tell them all about your program, anything that's going to happen on that call, so they'll know. And this is where you build yourself up and your character up. And also you can put testimonials. You can even tell them about the price, how much it costs. So that'll be able to let them know what to look for when they come on this appointment call, right? And then after the appointment call, you're going to give them a payment link, right? You give them the payment link and they sign up, right? So you want to track all these steps along the way, and by tracking it, you can mathematically figure out how much it costs to acquire a client. And then you can know how well you can scale. And that's what I want to teach you. And then you have all these other intricate pieces down here that's used to keep a client in the pipeline if they say no, or if they promise to pay. They get to the appointment call and they want to promise to pay, or they don't show up for the appointment. Like, these are all pre-written scripts that I built out that work really well. All right? Help you get to that 6, 7 figures a month. But like I said, I built this system tailored directly for you. The people in the credit industry that put their life on the line to serve others, whose passion is to help other people overcome their struggles. I want you to take this information. I want you to scale your business, because the bigger that you get, the more people that you're going to help. And that's why I made this course, especially for you, because I'm in the business of helping people, and I love this credit industry, educating people on how to grow financially. It just helps the culture, helps the kids, it lowers the crime, it does a whole lot of other more things in this thing. But I'm going to take my face off camera, and then we go jump right into it. Yeah, so here's my promise to you today. I will show you exactly how to get several clients from all around the U.S. that you never met, never talked to, never had a conversation with, to do what? Pay you money. And I know this system worked because I used it for myself. Just a few years ago, I was living in North Memphis. Now I have been living a life that I couldn't even dream of. You know, I never had my sights set this big. I had my sights set on something, but it was not the way that I'm living now. And that's how I know this system really works. And I know this from doing it, not just talking about it. You got a lot of people talking about what they do, but they're not actually doing this. If you stay to the end of this 1-hour webinar, you'll receive an insanely free bonus today that will kickstart your success in scaling your business to 6 or 7 figures in just a few short months. And I know, because I've been there before, and I know the way out. You need a system with framework, automations that will revolutionize the way your approach is to scale by using numbers through advertising, leads, booking appointments, and closing sales. And if you get those first 4 systems right in the frameworks, you will not have to work hard to close a sale. They'll be practically closing themselves. Sometimes I have woke up in the morning, people closing themselves because of this system and the way that it's built out. And those systems are niche, ad video, funnels, and automations. What if I told you that you can borrow other people's knowledge, processes, systems, even someone's exact frameworks to grow your business? By the end of this webinar, you'll have my exact roadmap to scale your business to 6 or 7 figures. So in our small amount of time together, my goal is to make a big impact in the following ways, because, there's a lot of information I'm about to give you. So the small amount of time that I'm giving you, I just want to help you get the confidence to know that you can build your business to a 6, 7 figure a month business in this industry. And also I want to give you clarity where there was once confusion and doubt, about how to scale your business. I want to give you clarity to show you that it can be done. And then I want to unlock within you, in your business, the true potential that it really has to grow. And yet, if it's nothing else, I'm here to help you get leads. I'm here to help you make sales, and I'm here to help you make money. And I mean a lot of it. And that's what I'm going to do for you today. But I need you to do 2 things for me. I need you to implement. Nothing hurts me more than giving you the solution to scale your credit business and run into you years later and you still haven't scaled your credit business. And I want you to be honest with yourself, because I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Everything that I'm going to show you today is going to be 100% facts. So what I'm saying, treat this like this your last lifeline. Please do. Take out your pen and paper. Take notes. The frameworks that you're about to learn today took me 6 years and to perfect this process, and I spent more than $150K just in mentorships. That's alone, because what I built out, I didn't understand what I built. So I went to different marketing gurus all around the United States to learn what exactly did I build, because I built something so special. And also, when you're going through this course, I want you to be able to see these processes in your mind. I want you to see yourself using them and visualizing having the results. And I'm going to give you my A-level best, and I want you to give me your A-level best. Deal? All right. So we just went through the webinar objectives. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, how I get to this point. Then we're going to go jump straight into the course. I'm going to give you an amazing opportunity, the final words, and a extremely big bonus in the Q&A. All right. So who is Carlos D. Smith? I'm an expert credit coach. You call me the credit god. I literally help thousands of people all around the country raise their credit scores and get capital for their personal business. And also I'm an author of a book called Credit and Funding, the stuff they don't teach you in school. I'm telling you guys, I'm passionate about what I do, about helping people understand, because this is why so many people are not successful. They have the hustle, they have the mind, they have the insight, but they don't have the knowledge of money, credit, and funding. And this is what I'm here to teach. And I'm here to help you help other people learn this, okay? Also, I had a business with Master P, Credit Guard, which is the one I'm wearing now. It's helping generations get ahead of the game. And you got to realize, I've been featured on Fox, Entrepreneur, ABC, Yahoo Finance, CBS, and it's all here. And also in many more. But today I'm going to take you on a journey through my own trials, failures, countless hours spent building a system to crack the code to scale a credit repair business. I made 6 figures in one single month in about 6 months after turning on this system, guys. That is what I'll be showing you today, the intricate pieces in this system that I built. I was a victim of poverty, trying to figure it out. I really wanted to be successful and make a lot of money, so I wouldn't have to get trapped in my environment. The thing is, I had 2 businesses at the time, still struggling to make ends meet. I was giving all the money to the kids, and it was so much other things, and the rest of it I was just paying bills with. And worst of all, I was feeling like I wasn't being someone my kids could look up to. I never had time for the basketball games, football games, none of these things, guys. To make things even worse, I felt terrible because I was getting older and older, and I still haven't figured it out. It was even worse about the situation because I had bad credit. Someone told me about this guy. He was really good at doing credit, so I gave him a try. I hired him. He fixed my credit in a short amount of time and got me $300K in funding. He got me 150 on my business, and he got me 150 on my personal. And he charged me about 10% of that. What that equal up to? $30,000. I paid this guy $30,000 for the knowledge to even learn how to get in the credit business. So I asked him to teach me, and he did. And I gave him 10 more, 40. Okay? I was making good money, but after a while, I was getting overwhelmed because I was working in my business, not on my business. I was taking calls for clients. I almost felt like 24/7. I had to figure out a way to start hiring people in my business, and I had to pay them. So I started looking at softwares for tracking, because I knew if I hired people, I had to track the process. Then I hired some people from the United States. They kept coming to work late, or they don't show up, and they make excuses. They got vacations. They can just live this life, right? And I'm paying them my money, right? And I couldn't depend on them. Then I started reaching out to the Philippines. I started hiring people from over there. I had a few bad apples, a few good apples, but you know how it goes. And I had a high turnover rate because I didn't know how to manage people at the time myself. Then I had put processes in place to manage workflows and do all these such of things to make sure I didn't lose one single client in my system. Now I invested over more than $600,000 in the quest for this knowledge and success. Why? Because I wanted to figure out a way to make the credit business not just profitable, but crazy successful. Because the bigger that we get, again, guys, the more people that we help. Okay? So let me break it down to you. I done wasted money time and time again trying to do it myself. I done wasted money hiring people from overseas. I done spent money on ads that didn't convert. I done hired copywriters who couldn't understand the laws of credit business, so they was over-promising on my copy. They was going to get me in trouble. I hired funnel builders who wasted my time, who couldn't do what they said they was going to do. I didn't know how to do email campaigns, text campaigns, had to learn all these things, had to hire people to try to do it they couldn't figure out, but I learned a little bit enough from them that I could figure it out myself. I didn't know sales. I had to write sales script. I didn't know how to close a deal because most of my people that was coming to me was referrals. I didn't know nothing about no cold lead. Still, I had to write sales script to figure this out. I had to figure this out, y'all. Every piece of it. So I was coming down to the last of my credit, trying to figure all this out. I was spending most of my time in my business, trying to get out my business. I had spent all the money that I made. My credit was almost maxed out. I was on my way to being broke, which meant if I didn't get this system together soon or figure something out, then I might have to close my business and finally go bankruptcy. And I had a really good product. I was fixing people's credit in a short amount of time, which meant I was on the clock to get the system working quickly and fast as possible. I was feeling like giving up. I was feeling as a businessman, as if by chance. Well, look, I really got a breakthrough. I found someone in the Philippines with a strong work ethic like mine who could handle automations. His name was Torres D. Guzman. At first, when I met him, I was really doubtful at first because of all the past experience I had been through, and I felt like I'd been down that road before. So I tried it, because really I had no other options. So we built this system, and about a month and a half later, we was finished. And so we started running ads, and we turned it on. We started getting some sleeves. I couldn't hardly sleep at night. The phone's going bling, 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 bling. I was so happy. I was like, I'm finna close all of these deals tomorrow. And guess what? Every morning I woke up, I closed 0 deals for about 2 weeks. So we tweaked this system and tweaked this system and tweaked it again. We tweaked the targeting, we took the ad videos, we tweaked the funnel, and we tweaked the copy, we tweaked the email and the text automation until we started to get sales. And at the time, I was spending about $90 a day. I was getting about a sale or two a day. So it was making up because I was making profit. So I took a gamble, a significant gamble, and I hired a sales team from the Philippines. And I 4X'd my ad spend from $90 to $390 a day. I hired about 4 people. I trained them myself, and I upped their ad spend. When I upped their ad spend, Oh my God. I didn't have the money to cover it, but some told me to double down, so I quadrupled down. And the results soared from 10,000 in what was that, November? And then 20,000 in October. I turned it on in the middle of December. And it took me from 10,000 to 20,000. The next one I made 34,000. Next month after that, it was 42,000. Then I made 51,000. And then 77,000. And then 92,000. And then 118,000 in the month of June, as you can see here. So this is not a game. This is actual 100% fact, y'all. I was finally being successful. For the first time in a long time, I had worked myself out my business, and I had time to spend with my family and being the man I always wanted to be for them. Right? I just wanted to paint that picture for y'all where I was before, with no leads, no sales, no team, no automations. And when I was struggling, wasting time and money with the wrong people and processes, and the wrong systems, trying to figure it out myself, because I thought I was a smart guy. And I know some of y'all think y'all smart, but it's a lot of different pieces, intricate pieces that probably I haven't even mentioned in this thing that you have to worry about, climbing that hill to make that credit repair business successful. All right? But now I want you to get a clear vision of what life could be like with that one or two tweaks. Ever since we created this system, me and Toys and I, we've been able to make millions in the credit industry. And we have reached so many people and changed so many people's lives, and also created financial freedom for ourselves. And things are amazing. And I want to give you that same opportunity too. As you see here, my daughter was 6 years old at the time, 7 maybe, and she was riding private jets. My daughter, she played college basketball, was ready to jump in a jet and go on touchdown on it and watch her game and come back home in the same day. I did it all. This is my girlfriend at the time, Jewel. And Jewel, she watched this process. She was a part of this process. She kept encouraging me when times got hard. Look at my son standing next to Manute Bowl. No, 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 no. It's good life, baby, So I want you to imagine what it'll be like for you if you had a system like this. And that's why you need to stay to the end. All this opened my eyes to a new world, and I was interested to learn more. And like I said, I created something. Don't know how I created. A lot of tweaks, a lot of this, a lot of that. So me and my wife, we invested more than $150K in knowledge, seeking to learn about what did we create. So we went traveling and studying for the top marketing scientists in our generation. So the first person I stopped, $500 million Master P, right? We know he is a great salesman, great marketer, great businessman. So we really got with Anthony Boswell, and he connected us with people. So I had more conversation with Anthony, and he told me about B2B sales and B2C sales. And he was telling me about B2B and just business to business and business consumer. And the knowledge that I got for that was so much powerful because it unlocked something in my head about how I changed my niche from dealing with directly customers, and I went from B2B within this second ad when we was tweaking. And when I went to B2B, my sales started soaring. So I also took mentorships from Ty Lopez, arguably the number one marketer in the world. This guy's made over $500 million marketing online. I was taking 3 mentorships at the time. We went to see Billy Jean, one of the best marketing teachers. You may know some of these guys. I did not graduate your course, Billy, but I got what I needed from it, so thank you, bro. You taught me a lot. And then at the same time, I was dissecting Alex Hormozi books and webinars. And you need to probably grab his books. They're really good, especially about marketing and stuff like that. And you'll see that some of the same principles, but, that everybody's using these secrets, all right? Now you have seen my journey to be here with you today. And now after all that time I spent studying, after all that money I spent learning these secrets, I finally figured out how to scientifically and mathematically grow and scale a credit repair business to 6 and 7 figures a month. And like I said, I'm tailoring it especially for you, my people in the credit business, who I love to help people grow. You know what I'm saying? So now that you know a little bit about me and my background, we're going to jump into the course, because I know it's a lot of people out here still think scaling the credit repair business is impossible. And I know it's true. Because the guy Marvin that taught me credit, he scaled his too, 6 figures a month, high 6 figures a month. So 6 figures don't mean that you go do just 100,000 a month. 6 figures mean anywhere from, 100,000 to 900 and some $1,000 a month. That's possible. And they're absolutely right, because if you don't have any real resources tailored just for you, there's no real resources out here for people in the credit business to teach you how to grow and scale a credit business, because it is a business where you're dealing with people. It's an emotional business, because people's lives be on the line when they spend their money with you. So it's a different type of business. It's not nobody out here teaching this, and I know this. I know people be in your DM talking about growing and scaling your credit business, but I want you to ask them 2 questions. Do they have a credit repair business? And show you the numbers that they make this money, that they scale their business. And that will give you your answer of what you should hire them or not. And I know you get a lot of information about growing and scaling a business online, but you haven't found any information online specifically about growing and scaling the credit repair business. If you have, I doubt it, because I did the research for you. Only person I seen with an article is a guy named Rocky DeWhite, right? It said how to grow your credit business to 7 figures. Boom. So he the only guy talking about it. He's just talking about it. He's not doing this. Want to know how? Because I called him. I asked him. I said, Rocky, how are you doing this? He said, no, I'm not teaching this. So when I said treat this like your last lifeline, I mean it. Treat it like your last lifeline. If you just use a fraction of the information I'm about to give you in the next 60 seconds, you're going to be more successful than most of the people in the credit industry. That's just being true. All right? And I want to give you the 5 main reasons that makes it impossible to scale, or that makes it possible to scale, depending on how you look at it. All right? Do you want to hear them? Do you want to learn about them? Do you want to be able to start applying these things to your business today? Let's get started. Let me hear you say yes if you remember this. Remember when I said I turned on that system and got some leads, and I still had a problem that nobody was buying? Everyone that booked told me that they could not afford it. I had just wasted over $1,400 on ads. I was spending $90 a day before it clicked to me. I'm like, I'm not closing no deals. I'm just talking to people. And the only people I was closing was the referrals that was calling me from people I had helped. Let me tell you how to fix that. So we started to make changes in the first video, right? This is my first video. And I was saying, hey, my name is Carlos Smith. I got a black BMW and I fix credit, right? That didn't work. But when I changed this video, I went over to a client house and I got a testimonial from them. But I kind of chopped it up to make it make sense because they was business owners, right? So I put two luxury cars in a brand new house. And I showed the house and stuff. And then I put something about I help business owners, live the life of their dreams. So, buy houses, get cars, right? So what I did was I started getting people that was business owners that like nice cars and nice houses, right? I started attracting those clients. Messaging is everything. So you got to put out the right message. And what that is called is a niche, right? So I went back over to Facebook and I changed my target audience directly towards my niche, which was business owners who like nice cars and nice houses. And what happened is my ads got cheaper. I got better quality leads, and I started to get more sales in. the best thing of all, I was talking to people who I can relate to on those calls. So it made the sale easier. Can y'all feel me on that? Say yes if you can feel me. Give me some in the chat. Give me some in the chat. Can y'all feel me on that? All right? So, the number one reason people can't scale is understanding their niche and to make sure the niche could afford you. That's the number one lesson. Understanding your niche and making sure your niche can afford you. By picking a great niche and having a great ad, you will get a lower cost for impressions. So, and I'm going to tell you about a little bit about impressions going on later. All right. The number two reason people can't scale is they don't know how to craft the ad video that makes your ideal prospect click the button to book that appointment. And a lot of you think that just having an ad video telling people what to do and showing credit results is going to get them to your website. That's not going to do it. I tried it. I'm telling you, you can show a person going from 500 to 700 in 1 month. And guess what? They go keep scrolling because they say you can crop that. Right? And they're absolutely right. You know, but we'll be all the wrong people. Like you can make videos out there showing those scores, but you go bring the wrong people. Just because you have just increased somebody's credit scores, you think everybody that want to get their credit done gonna be the right customer for you, and people gonna start beating down your door. Yes, you gonna clog up your pipeline with people who would never buy from you. So what you have to do about that is you have to craft a niche ad with social proof in a compelling CTA, and this is a call to action, right? So to craft an ad, you got to craft an ad that catches attention. Then you got to have a testimonial in that ad that builds trust in that same field as your niche with the same problem, and then you give them a compelling CTA. And I'm going to show you a little bit of example about that. So if you made a video for lawyers, right? You made an ad for lawyers, right? You can say, all right, you can make an ad for lawyers with a specific problem that a lawyer have. What kind of problems do a lawyer have? You figure that out. Boom. You pick on that. What's the biggest problem a lawyer have? You pick that out. And you help them with accomplishing the goals, right? What goals do a lawyer want to have, right? Maybe on their law firm, that'd probably be number one, right? Then you click a video of a trusted lawyer to tell their story about how you helped them. Then you ask them to click the button to learn more. Let me break it down for you a little bit more in a second. But like I said, this is psychology. And I want to be clear on this and make sure that you understand me, because I want you to be able to go out here and craft an ad to have people lining up to pay you money. And that's why I'm going to take my time on this, right? Have you ever been in a situation where you had two people in the house at the same time? One of them had your same name, right? And you know the other people ain't talking to you, right? Because you know they ain't talking to you. But every time they say that name, you look. You have to look because they called your name, right? And that's the same thing with these ads, right? You could be walking down the street and the people could be walking in a group together. You know you don't know now one of them. And they say your name, but they talking to another person that you know. You know you don't know these people. You're in a different city. You still go jump and look like somebody know you, right? This is the psychology of it, right? So let's go down a little bit more. You can niche it down a little bit more. And this right here, how you go hit them, right? I help personal injury lawyers improve their credit scores to get capital to open their own law firms. Bam, right? What's in green is talking directly to that person. It's like you calling their name. I help personal injury lawyers, right? Bam. So if they scrolling down Instagram, or they scrolling and the ad come on say, I help personal injury lawyers. Bam, let's go catch their attention. Improve their credit scores. Bam, they be like, oh, my credit gone too. All these student loans from college, you know, to get capital. Bam, I'm looking for capital too, right? to open their own law firm. Bam, you just hit them all across their head, and now you grab their attention. Now you put a testimonial. This is the story. Russell Brunson talk about this. Hook, story, offer. So this is the story. The testimonial from a lawyer. Hey, my name is brother. I went to what's the name? I was trying to get my own law firm. They helped improve my credit in this amount of time. And now I got my own law firm. And thank you so much, and give you a shout out, right? Now, and then you come back in after the testimony and say, hey, if you want to improve your credit scores and get capital to open your own law firm, click learn more. Do you think they'll click learn more? Do you think he'll stop and listen just because you hit him on the head because you called his name? Do you think he'll stop and listen? Do you think that lawyer can afford to pay you? Do you think that he will click learn more? Case closed. Crafting perfect ads with a compelling CTA will get you the lower impressions and the lower clicks. You have to do that. Do you think if you implemented this in your business today that this will help you? That's what I'm talking about. Do you think I'm giving you value? Do you think I'm explaining it enough for you to understand how to do this? All right, well, let's continue. You have to make ads that convert to your niche. By picking a great niche and crafting ads, and crafting a great ad, you'll get a lower cost per click and impressions. The more people see your product, for less money. That's what it's about. The less money you pay, and it's all about numbers. If you can see it, if you just say if you was paying just say you were paying $10 a lead, right? And you spent $100 on ad. How many people go see your ads? 10 people. All right. Just say if you spend, $100 on ad, but you paying $4 a lead. How many people go see your stuff? 25, right? So the less you pay in the beginning, the more opportunities you have on the back end. So that's what this is about. It's about using the numbers to scale your business. All right. Third reason people can't scale. They don't have the technical skills. Some of you may suffer from the idea just because you have a website, a calendar, and all this stuff will automatically have people to book a consultation. No. They might come to your site. But if you don't have the right copy, funnel design, they're going to fall off. Most credit report gurus have a great looking website. They get all the bells and whistles. They know how to make it look cool with the cars and stuff like that. But that don't mean people go book an appointment from you. You need to systematically craft and create an irresistible copy for your funnel, just like you did with the ad, right? And it's a scientific fact on how to do that. It's a roadmap on how to do that, and I'm going to show you that now. So when a person comes to your landing page, you got to give them a generosity statement. And what I mean by a generosity statement is, what are your intentions? Like, my goal is to help people, and then tell them why. All right? Then write a compelling headline that talks to your niche. And what I mean by that, I help, doctors or moving companies or golf players, whoever that you're talking to, you got to talk to them right there in their headline the same way you did in their what's the name. It's a little bit pretty much the same. All right? Then you got to have a sub-headline right up under your funnel to be like, so you can live, or you can have, or you can own your own law firm. Same thing, right? Then you got to show proof of results on your landing page of what you do, how you do it. All these things have to be there. And also you got to have an actionable button and a thumbnail in thumb's reach. So to book a consultation. So when you hold a phone in your hand, if you just move your hand comfortably down, what did that phone hit at? That's where that button should be. You got to create a funnel that's user friendly. You got to kill all doubts in the prospect mind, right? All right, so let's get to this right here. All right, so the next one we're gonna go to, I'm gonna show you right here. This is when I first started running. This is all the numbers. Like, I spent a lot of money in ads to get this, right? I was paying probably about anywhere from $5 to $10 a lead at the time, but they was really good leads, right? And I was closing some of these deals, right? But then as I refined my message even more, the better I got at it. You see the leads to the appointments, it went up to 38%. I went from that's almost over 10 points, 11 points that I went over just by redefining my leads, you know what I'm saying, my messaging, my copy, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's very important to do that. The second time I moved up to 38%, which was really good. Example, like when they come to your funnel for a dentist, I show them my attention headline, talk directly to that niche, and show them that you help several, just say if it was a dentist, that you help several moving companies or a dentist or whatever you want to go at, and let them know that you're the most trusted person in their field. And by you dealing on that, you'll get the same type of testimonials by niching it down, because you won't have a person saying, oh, he helped me get a car or he helped me get a house. It'd be like, he helped me get my office. He helped me get my office. And everybody will have almost the same testimony, and it'll be real. And that's what's going to make you the top dog in your niche. So niching down is really good, and I'm still talking about that, right? So what if a dentist came to your funnel, right? And you niched it down, made the video for him, the ad video directly for him. And then when you get in there, you got a video, a sales script. But sometimes when I run my landing page, I just don't have nothing in there but just words and pictures, right? I don't want them to watch nothing. I don't want them to see anything on there. I just want them to click the button and book their consultation while they're excited, right? So I help dentists improve their credit scores to get capital for state-of-the-art dental equipment for their office. Like, because that's what most dentists want. Then get testimonials from other dentists saying, hey, I did the same thing, right? I went through the same thing. So you got several people giving you the same now that you are there. It could be a Google testimonial. It could be a text message testimonial. It could be any kind of testimonial, but you got to show proof that you did that on that site. And if you want to improve your credit score, to click to get the state-of-art equipment, schedule your time now or book now. And then you can get really creative with these funnels too as well. Like, unless I had an upsell, or if I had an upsell or a downsell, you know, you can get creative. You can be like, no, I want to keep my old dirty equipment, or, you know, things of that nature. You can get really creative with those funnels and make people feel bad by opting out. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. So if you think you had a website that had everything that the dentist want to see on there, right? Do you think they will show up? Do you think they'll go through and book their consultation? Do you think they'll show up for their consultation? Now, that's a question I want to know, because they will show up, most of them, but you still got to push them through automations. And that's where we're going to go through the next one at, right? Hole in one. All right, you got to push them there. So you got to craft funnels that convert into booked appointments, right? So you got leads, you got impressions, you got clicks, and now you got leads. And that's, you get the leads going to your landing page coming from here. This leads, landing page. Now, after they come to that landing page and they push that button, they go to the qualifying question section, right? And what you want to do in that qualifying question section, you want to ask questions like, what's your credit score? Like, to better help you fill out this information for us, so we can better help you on our consultation call, right? And you ask questions like, you know, what's your current credit score at, so we can help you, you know. What are some of the goals that you're trying to accomplish? And you have the goals for all that niche in there, right? You see what's most important to them. How soon are you ready to get started? How much this mean to you on a scale of 1 to 10? How much income you make, right? What pains you the most, right? And you grab this information, because the information you grab here is going to help you, like I said earlier, help you on down in the consultation call to close that deal, right? And then also, when they click that button off that, they got to go to the thank you page, right? And the thank you page, just reiterate on that, and also tell about everything that's going to happen in here, because you don't want them to come to the appointment and you hit them with a surprise. because they will back away. I know this for sure. Over $1 consultation, they was like, oh, I thought it was free. So you got to understand and get in the mind of a psyche and understand that. You know what I'm saying? And then for the people that ain't got $1, it's going to make them fall off anyway, and you don't even want them. So now your sales team is closing more people that that can afford to pay. Like I said, sometimes I will even put the price in there, let them know the price. So they won't show up and waste my sales team time, because I want my sales team to close more serious clients than to just be talking to people for 30 minutes or an hour and end up with nothing because the people don't have the money. You want your sales team closing all day, and that's why these systems are so important to put in place. All right. Reason number 4 people can't sell: they don't have the automations or the flow system. Some of you may suffer from the idea that just because someone has booked and showed up for the consultation, automatically people will buy. And I just talked about that. No, they won't. So that's why you got to put in, and they're absolutely right. They'll get up, but they might not buy. But they got to have an automation follow-up sequence to go for that. And most credit repair business get a lot of appointments, but just because they get a lot of appointments don't mean they're going to show up or they're going to buy. Like, that's the main goal. They got to show up and we got to close them, right? So you need an appointment system that makes sure your leads get through and show up ready to buy. So that's what I was talking about, having a questionnaire to grab the info to be able to help you close them. And I talk about the email campaigns, like the text campaigns, like what happened, like when somebody first book an appointment, I send an email personally, a text message personally, within like seconds of them pushing the buttons and booking their appointment, and texting be like, hey, this is Jamie, whoever the salesperson they get assigned to. Hey, this is Jamie. Hey, Jamie, I see you booked the appointment. I'll be glad to help you tomorrow. Did you watch the video and get everything you need? And we wait for them to call. It got to be a question so they can respond back. Oh, you did. So what do you think? Do you have time now to go over? Do you have any questions? And then they can get on there and get their close right now instead of waiting on that appointment time. So there's a lot of things that you could do. Then you got to make actual follow-ups. Like I was telling you about the email campaigns and all these different things. You got to have that. So within these email campaigns here, you see they go to the landing page. If they fall out there, what do? You got to have things to do there. They go to your calendar and they don't push forward. What do? You got to have processes in place for if they say no every step of the way. And I have these processes already built out. And they keep looping them, and they put them in an email nurturing campaign until they're ready to buy. Till we go tell them about how they like to be until they can't have no choice but to buy. And by doing this and putting these things in, what happened is I spent less money on ads, got less people, but I closed more deals. So now my goals went from 38% to 45% of people coming for the leads, right? And then after that, appointments to deals. I was closing out of every 4 people, I was closing 1 person. So my sales team was closing. If they talk to 4 people in a day, they go close 1. So what I'm saying is by putting these systems in place, you get a higher conversion on your sale, and you make a happy sales team, because your sales team making money, everybody's happy. You don't want them sitting up there talking to people that ain't go close every day. And that's one of the main reasons people can't scale too as well. So you need a system that pre-calculates doubt in the customer mind to be able to help close deals and scale all the way through your process. And that's what automation is going to do for you. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about the niche, the ad, the landing page, the automations, and now the sales. All right. So, but do you think, if that person booked their appointment, you had these automations there, you think they'll show up? Do you think the people that show up will be ready to buy if you tell them the price, you tell them all these intricate pieces, how much the credit monitor is before they even get on their call? And if they promise to pay, do you think with a follow-up system that's personable, straight from them? Because I forgot to tell you about the questions, it helps you pick out what videos to send to your people. If they answer those questions, you can send videos that's tailored directly to their specific needs and what they're talking about. So that's why it's good to live. do that. And I want you to lift with your legs and not with your back, using automations. At first, when I first started my business, I was lifting with my back and not my legs. With automation, you'll lift with your legs and make it a whole lot easier to scale. This is an example of somebody I was working with on a product. We didn't put the price in. We were just trying to get the lead cost low. And this is a different type of product, but we got the lead cost. So cost per lead, let's start from the front. We got clicks here. You got to learn this. This is how many people see your stuff and click on it and go to the landing page, right? And then we got cost here. This is how much we spent on the total ad revenue. And we had this in the learning phase. We were just learning, right? Then we got the cost per click. So this right here is like how many people see your stuff. This is how much you actually paying for people to click on your stuff, 43 cents. That is really low, right? Then we have a click-through rate. So the click-through rate is how many people click through your website, all right? Then you have the leads. So we got 336 leads, and the cost per lead is $1.82. And we had 17,000 impressions on $613. So just looking at them, by knowing them. So just say if you close 20% of your leads, right? Now, let's take it a little low. Make it easy. 10% of your leads, right? So that'll be 33 leads, right? 33.6 leads, right? I'm doing this off the top of my head. You got 33 leads. Just say your price point, $200. So you do $200 times 33 leads, right? What do you come up with? Give you a chance to do it. That's 6,666. So if you were getting leads at this cost, right? And you charge $200 per client, you would have made $6,000. So it ain't bad to spend $600 if you can calculate like that. So by using these numbers, what I'm saying that you can calculate and predict your future and know how to scale. With this system, I've helped thousands of people I never met before, even talked to, with a sales team from the Philippines, which is really hard because they accent and people don't believe it's true. But like I said, once they booked their consultation, I told them there was going to be, my team is out the Philippines. I introduced them to my team. Things as small as that will give the confidence for people to buy. You see what I'm saying? Was this information helpful to you? So now, let me tell you about my guy, Cadero, good friend of mine. I like how this system helped Cadero. We built this system out and implemented for him, but he had to turn it off because it was too powerful. And I think we put too much behind Ashman, and he didn't have the manpower in the back to do. He didn't hire fast enough and train fast enough. And that's just because Cadero got a lot of different businesses and stuff like that. But he was doing credit. He took one of my credit courses. So we turned it on in January. February, he did about 25K. So he told us to turn the ads down because he had to fire some people. It was too much. So we found some people, right? We turned the ads back up. He got to about 30K. Then we had to turn the ads back off again because after he found all that work, he didn't have enough people in the back end to do the what's name. And at this time, that was just it from that month. But he kept continuing and he scaled his business. But the thing is, it's like this system is powerful. And as you see the year before what he did, you see the numbers the year before, this is what this system can do for you. Even in the smallest amount, if you don't have the resources, it can help you make enough money to get the resources to scale. And here's my DM right here, which is the creditgod.com, is the_credit_God. If you got any information, like if you got any questions that you want to ask about how to build this system, because I got a program where I'm taking test people. Yes, I am charging for it. But the thing is, the amount of money that you're going to make from it is going to be ridiculous. And you don't have to worry about building it out yourself or anything. I'm going to build a system for you. It should take me about 3 weeks to build. And then I have to put all your copy, all your everything, and tailor it towards your niche, tailor it towards you. You know what I mean? Putting all your visuals in there, pictures of you and all this stuff, and your writing style, right? And I think we can have this system up in a month for you. And if we turn it on, you will see a significant growth in your business right away. Also, I'm going to give you my sales scripts. I'm going to give you my sales scripts to go with this so you can be able to use my sales script to close. And if it's any other thing that you need, you can get it out of my playbook. I have it all. So whatever doubts that you're having, you know, just hit me up and ask those questions, because I just want to help you help other people. And then we cut this. I skipped a few because I didn't feel like they was important. I wanted to get down to the point, and I don't want to waste anybody's time. And I only want to deal with serious people. So I'm gonna tell you about how much this thing costs, but it'll pay for itself. Within 2 months, you'll have your money back and start making your profit. If you do everything, this system, like I said, we're going to build a system for you. We're going to run the ads for you. We're going to do everything for you except for close the deals. So what I mean is, we're going to set the system up. We're going to turn it on and we're going to run it. Only thing you got to do is answer those phones or build you a team to answer those phones and scale. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you my sales script. I'll give you any process that you need from me, but I just want you to be successful to help more people. So how you feel about that? And if you're really interested, hit me up in my DM at thecreditgod.com, and I will be happy to build out this system for you. Like I said, it take me about 3 weeks to build it out, and we probably can be able to turn it on faster than that too as well, because once I build it, it's nothing to go back and build it again. You know what I'm saying? So if you want a system that can help you grow to 6-7 figures a month, hit me up in my DM at the Credit God, and that's THE_credit_God. And thank y'all for joining this webinar. I hope it was insightful for you, and I hope that you got a lot of knowledge to get this system built. You know, we still can figure out ways to help you get much as possible. And if you got any questions, like I said, hit me up, because I just want to help you help more people and to heal our nation. All right. Y'all have a great day, and thank you so much.